my haul, I guess you can say. Some things I've ordered online, some things that have come in at school, and some things that I have purchased. Today is the 4th of July, so I got my Bucky shirt on, and luckily it still fits. A little tight, but with this belly of mine that keeps growing, we're just gonna make it work for today. Today in the coronavirus pandemic world, Texas is getting really bad, the numbers keep going up, and so we really aren't doing anything today. We do live in a place where they do allow flat fireworks, and usually the neighbors will pop them like a few days before the 4th and then like a whole week after the 4th of July, and it's so annoying because like last night it was about almost midnight, maybe a little past midnight, when they were still popping them, and it was just, you just want to go to sleep, you know, and the cats are afraid of the noise, and so they're hiding, and it's just inconsiderate of some people. But once a year, or well, twice a year, because they do it also in for New Year's, but no biggie there. So I wanted to share with you the things that I've gotten that are new, that I've added to the collection, to my teacher collection. So right now we can't really be going out to the stores and such because of how it is, especially when you're expecting and you're high risk. And so before this whole thing started with the numbers getting really bad here in Texas and in Houston especially, I was able to I would sneak out to Tuesday morning, and I would go right when they opened. There was hardly anybody there, sometimes just the employees, and I would go to one that's kind of tucked away in a neighborhood that not a lot of people, it's not like close to a freeway where more people go there. So had my mask, my gloves, the whole nine, and then I would just go in there and take my sweet time going down each aisle, and that was about the only thing that I would do as far as going out. Okay, so I want to share with you my finds, and also to just a little package that I got from Arbonne as well. So let's get started. Alright, so let's start with our Arbonne package. I had previously opened it to see what was inside, but let's go ahead and take the things out of here. This probably came in about last week sometime. I just had not had time. I just saw to make sure that everything came in as far as back orders, but I did not open any of my stuff yet. Nothing was on back order, so that's good. So I'm not expecting another package to come. In the previous order, I did get one of the face sheet masks. I really love the feel of it. It's obviously from the RE9 collection. I loved that last one that I used, so I just had to order me another one. The last one I used was the first time I ordered one, and I had a whole like just quarantine spa night for myself, and it made my skin feel really good. The next day my skin felt a little bit more smooth and hydrated. I do use all their products, but with this it just kind of gave it a little boost, so I definitely ordered me another one. In the bathroom I have one, and then in my purse I have another, and then in my other restroom I put another one. So I did get myself the Moisturizing Lip Balm from Arbonne as well, and this is the vanilla one. It's like sort of like a chapstick per se, and the flavor is pretty good. You end up kind of licking your lips a lot, and I like that the ingredients in it are safe. So, you know, we typically eat our lip gloss, lipstick, lip balm, whatnot, and so I want to make sure something that I'm putting on myself is healthy, especially right now for the baby. I don't want any yucky chemicals in my stuff. So I also ordered another eyeliner. This is the Eclipse color. I love it. Absolutely love it. I already had one. I got myself another one. I like to keep one at school and one here at home. in case I'm running behind at home and I don't have time to do makeup. When I get to school, just quickly and I'm done. So I bought a second one so I can have it at home. We don't start school for a little bit, but I just wanted to go ahead and get all my stuff. July is usually the month where I start to gather all my materials and supplies and restock my personal cabinet with like forks and plates and napkins and things like that, just so that way starting in August I'm ready to go. I can focus on my lessons and my welcome decorations and not have to worry about all of those little minor details. Alright, so Arbonne just recently came out with their Cherry Blossom collection, and I ordered 2 things from that collection. I don't really do a lot of lipstick. I do just mainly like gloss. I do like my lips a lot, and I do kind of used to, not anymore, but I used to put my hands over my lips a lot, so I would pull the color off. And when I eat, I don't like the feel of something on my lips, so I would just wipe all that off. So I'm not really big on lipsticks and such, but I did get their eyeshadow palette, and then I also got the Cherry Blossom, and the smell is pretty good. This is the Blush Color Melt. Okay, it's like a little pencil that will go there. And the way I saw it being used and the way I like it is you just put it over your cheeks. Very easy in the morning, okay? And then you go ahead and yes, I did wash my hands before I open these packages here. You go in and you apply on your cheeks. And so they give you that really rosy feel to you. Now, when you first apply, you can use a brush or a sponge, but when you first apply, because you're moving around over your cheeks are a little bit more red. Your cheeks will settle down, give it a second, and then you're left with like this blush type of color. It's not powder, so it doesn't really give you that dried out look. And I really, really enjoy the smell and the feel of it. It glides on. And it's a pencil. I will do the 10-layer oils and serums and lotions and creams at night and in the morning, but I won't do the 10-layer makeup look. This for me is just quickly dot dot, blend in, and we're good to go. So I love it. The other thing that I ordered was their palette. Love the colors in it. Have not opened it yet. But this is obviously from the same collection. This is the Cherry Blossom collection. And it does have little, yes. Check out those colors. Nice, huh? It's called Cherry Blossom. It's all in the eyes. It has 12 little colors in it. Obviously, they tend to go from light to dark. I really enjoy the variety of the colors in here. And there's some that are more matte and some that are more shine. I really, really cannot wait to play with them. So, those are the things that came in the mail from Arbonne. Excited to use them on a day-to-day, the next spa night, and also excited to use the palette and some of the makeup for the makeup techniques I'll be teaching this semester in class. Alright guys, the next thing that I have is something that came in through the school mail, through Amazon. Shanny, how I heard it pronounced from the vendor at a hair show that I went to when I purchased things from them. They are a makeup company. They have a lot of variety, and they're usually in the Image Expo show when they come to Houston. Now, because of the virus, we weren't able to go to that event, to that convention in May. No, yes, it's in May, maybe April. I can't remember. I think it's in May. We were not able to go to the George R. Brown Convention Center here in Houston downtown because everything was shut down and got canceled. So they did move it to, I believe it's August or September. Honestly, I don't know if they're going to continue with that date and actually open since the numbers are so bad here. And 2, even if they do have it, 1, I'm not going to go. obviously, but I don't think the district will allow us to take any field trips just to be safe this semester. So unfortunately, we are going to miss that opportunity to take the students this year. But and I love going to their booth because their prices are fairly inexpensive for classroom type of collections. Okay, makeup is not something that is regulated by TDLR, the Texas Department of Licensing and Regulation, but we still do teach it. We do cover it. Not heavily, but it is something that we incorporate into our lessons. So it's not an item or items that we put into the student kits, okay? But it is I guess you can say an enrichment lesson. Okay, not the have to know, but the nice to know. And so I've been starting to make a classroom set or a classroom collection, not even a set because that would be a lot, but just a classroom set of makeup so that makeup products so that way students have something to use when we do backstage, behind the scenes, makeup shows, fashion shows, photography, photo shoots, projects, anything in the sort. I can just bring these things out, set them on the table, and then the students can use them. Obviously, we don't double dip, we sanitize, all that good stuff, but we do have this available for the students, okay? So the 3 things that have come in, I ordered a few more, but they were on back order, so they did not come in. They were just not ordered, so I'll have to use next year's budget to get that. But I did get these 3 items in. Now, the first item that we have is the Dreamy Dozen. See if it'll... Okay, these are 12-piece matte lip liner set. Okay, and all it is lip liners. Price-wise, I can't tell you off the top of my head how much they cost, but take a look at those colors. Nice, huh? It has a good variety of colors within the warm reds, pinks colors, but there's 12 of them. So if I were teaching a lesson, I've got 1 pack. Honestly, I could not tell you how much this was. I didn't even bring the packing list with me. I had to go to the school to open the packages to receive on the items. Just brought these 3 things to home to maybe do lessons with, or to definitely, do this video for you guys, but I don't know how much it was, but you can find them on Amazon. Okay, so let's just say, just for easy math, let's say it was $10. Let's just say that. I'm not saying that was the price, but let's just say, okay, I have a pretty good brand. I like the way it applies and the colors and things of the sort. I got 12 liners. If I have a class of 25 students, I would just need to get 2, maybe 3, 2 of these, and I can have 1 per student, okay? So then I would keep possibly in the original box if I was able to keep up with the original box. And so then that way I can label them, keep up with them, make sure that when I let a student borrow them, they know what's in here, how many is in here, and that they return it as so. Or I can use them individually and pass them out and then pick them up before the end of class. So this is kind of how I use them in the classroom for class sets. If we're on a hair show or something, I just pick up the box and lay the box out on the table whenever we're ready to work backstage. Then when we're doing pickup, we just make sure that we have all of our stuff back in the container, okay? The next thing, let me see if I can open this up on this side. This here is it's called the Wanted Ones. It is a lip gloss set of 12 pieces. All right, there was tape on the corners. All right, so these here are 12 lip glosses. Very nice range of colors. Some will look a little more matte, some look a little bit, no, actually they look like they have a little bit of shimmer to all of them. So I really enjoy, like I said, again, having this type of packaging. It's easy to see, it's nice if I ever need to do a career fair, and these are fairly well kept up with and they're not empty. I can very easily pull this out, set it up on a table for a presentation if we're working on salon business and the students are working on developing their own makeup brand. I can pull these out and use them as a product display for a table, for a demo, or we can just use the actual product. So I try to use everything that I buy as much as I can and get as much use out of it as I can, but then also using it for its intended purposes. So 12 and 12, okay? Let's say that your budget doesn't allow for you to buy 2 to 3 of each one. If these are 12 and 12, so now I have 24, right? So if you have 24, 5 kids in the class, obviously one would have to share, but one partner would be using the lip liner while the other partner would be using the lip gloss, and then they can flip-flop. Okay, so that's also a good way that you can use what you have and allow the students to be able to use everything. Okay. All right, this one I really love. This one the students love this kind of packaging, especially when we're out on events and such, or when we're doing photo shoots, because it's easy to share. Okay, now again, we don't do the double dipping. We scrape off, making sure that we have the correct methods of sanitation going. But this here, and let me just get it out of the actual box. So I probably will not keep this outside box because it comes in a pretty awesome box already. Now, I already have one of these, and I ordered the second one because we loved it so much. So much. If I can figure out how to open it. Oh, there it goes. Now, this makeup kit, I guess you can say, again from Amazon, has contour, highlight, foundation, concealer, and blush palette. Yeah. Ooh. Yes. So this is the actual box, and it comes with like a little, you know, like a welcome, thank you, instructions, things of the sort, and their website. I don't keep that. But, so this is the actual box it comes in with packaging, okay? It's the same, but this is bigger because it came in that bumbly stuff, but this is actually it, okay? So it has 6 palettes in here, and the reason why I like it shows you what all it does. The reason why I like it is because it comes out like a book, okay? And you have the numbers 1 through 6 here. On the front, it shows you which colors are in which palettes. And the cool thing is that, especially when you have a newbie, on the back of each palette, it's showing you the technique or where these colors go. So if you have a student that's brand new and is nervous when they're working on a model, and I know it's hard, they're not gonna, there, about that, can you see that, zooming, yes, okay. They're not gonna maybe be as confident, and they might forget. They can just look, flip it over, and then get some basic instructions here. So this is a foundation, cream, contour, highlight palette. Comes with a little plastic, and check that out. Pretty cool. So that was the foundation. Then we have the cream concealer correction palette. That one there. Very nice. Then we have the powder, contour, and highlight. Then we have the face powder and blush palette. Then we have the powder blush palette, brighter tones of pinks. So it's exciting. And then we have the blush palette, a little bit more of the on the orange side. Okay. So these definitely, again, love, love, love them. I love the sharing power behind this. You definitely get more bang for your buck. It is definitely a product, a brand that the students, one, can afford, two, they can order easily online on Amazon, or directly through their website, which is Shanny.com, I believe. They can do things and put things in their portfolio, models and such, and then ShannyCosmetics.com. ShannyCosmetics.com. This is not a paid thing, okay? I'm not getting anything for it. I'm just sharing with you what I have in my classroom and what's worked for us. But the students really like that they can go to the hair show and then they can visit the booth and actually purchase the items themselves. And so yeah, like I said, there's 6 palettes. We can put these on 6 tables and students can share or use them as they choose to. Love them. This is my second box. I will probably continue to get a box a year, just simply because it's just great to have this many palettes in one collection that I can share out to the students when we're working. Okay, so that is the makeup that I have for class. Alright, so the next thing that we have are some We Are memory keepers and some Mink brand items that I found. Okay, they work well together. Okay, again, I found these at Tuesday morning when I went. They have so many good scrapbooking things at such a great price, it's hard to turn it down. Now, besides that, I personally like to scrapbook, although I don't have the time that I wish I had to do so and decorate all the pictures that I take. But I like to use these things for when we're creating projects. When it's competition time, when the students need to make their photo panels, which are like the how-to boards, when we are planning events or installation, banquets, decorate, things of the sort when I'm doing it or when the students are doing it. So yes, it's extra. You don't have to have these things in class. I usually keep them here at home because they're my personal items, and just whenever I know I'm going to need them or a student asks for it or we got a project coming up, I bring them to the school and then we are able to use them. I teach the students how to use them. I'll send them some videos on how to use them if I don't have the time to show them myself, and then when they come in, I'll just bring the stuff in and then they get to work. Okay, so this particular one, it is usually $40, but Tuesday morning they had it for $20. Okay, so this is it's the foil quill. It is a heat transfer pen. Okay, I'm not going to take it out of the packaging, but you can see here, okay, what it looks like. And so it fits in your Cricut machine. So you put the heat pen in there, plug it in, it gets hot, and it'll write something, whatever you designated to do. Instead of cutting in the Cricut machine, it'll write. And then it will transfer the foil. So this particular foil is usually $5.99 for this size. This is Mink, from the brand Mink, but it was $2.99. It was gold and silver foil. And then I have dark pink and light pink. This was originally $10, and I got it for $3.99. Okay, so these are the 2 colors that I got. This is from the Mink brand. It works together. Okay, I put this over my Cricut, my sticky platform, I like to call it, and I put the pen in the Cricut, and it will transfer anything that I want. Instead of doing it in ink or cutting it, it will transfer it and actually adhere to my paper. So I can make a birthday card or a welcome, a congratulations card, or anything of the sort, award prizes or certificates, and I can use these tools to jazz them up a little bit instead of having to pay the extra money to go to a print shop and get me what I need. Especially sometimes when I just have like a first, second, third place winner or something of the sort, it's a lot easier. Another thing is, this is again from We Are Memory. It's the Foil Quill brand, okay? And it has a little, I almost said styrofoam, that's not styrofoam. Velcro. It's a USB drive and it contains, how many does it say? It doesn't say how many little icons. Oh, yes it does, 200. 200 designs. It's a SVG or PNG format. So you plug it into your computer and you can, I'm not sure if you can see there, but you can see the little designs, and then you can draw these designs, put them into your Cricut, and then with the heat pen, it will transfer these gold papers or colored papers onto your card, your whatever you're working with, and then you can have that as a craft. So a lot of the times, and this was $12.99 originally, I got it for $4.99, okay? I love how the students, when I bring all my craft stuff in, I love how excited they get, because a lot of the times some of the things are expensive. They don't know that you can get them on discount or sale at different stores or shop good sales, and it's not something that they typically get to play with unless they have it at home. So when I bring it in, it's just nice and exciting for me to see that they get excited about it and they really put a little bit more effort into their project, whatever it is that they're doing, because they have added resources and tools and materials to really jazz up and make their project look really nice. So yes, it's a little extra expense on my end, but one, I have it, I get to use it personally, and then I get to allow my students to use it as well. So that's why I have it in my collection. All right, and the last bundle of things that I have mainly are from We Are Memory Keepers, but I did find myself some King Art. Let me open it so you can see how cool. Voila! What teacher does not love to have a brand new set of markers or pens or writing utensils or a new set of anything for the first year of school? I love to get myself, to spoil myself with all the teacher stuff at the beginning. Unfortunately, I don't know that we're going to actually be in school physically a long while, or if we're even going to start. Thinking maybe it'll be virtually, but I'll still be able to create a lot of things with my markers, and especially when I'm doing all my planning. What I love about these markers here, not only that they come in their little case, super cute, but it is a dual tip. So both sides, instead of buying two different packages of two different kinds of markers, both sides have a tip. So one tip is a brush tip, and I'm not sure if you can see that there. There's a brush tip, okay, a brush pen. And then the other one is a fine liner, okay. So I really, really like the dual tip. Love the way the ink comes out. I love the colors of the inks. I've already played with them a little bit. I just love having a brand new fresh set of markers. So I definitely will use this personally. I will use it when I'm planning. I will use this whenever I'm teaching students about calendar, preparing their calendars and filling their calendars out, but also too if we do any art type of projects, like creating our cosmetology timeline, and we have, to draw out the timeline and write and stuff. Instead of the usual Crayola markers, then we have a little bit something more foo-foo fancy to jazz up our project with. Okay, so here's a cool thing. Price is usually $30 if you were to go to Hobby Lobby or whatnot. Tuesday morning, I got it for $14.99. So Tuesday morning, you can usually find everything 50% off of what you would normally pay on a regular price, for a regular price. So these were really awesome. All right, so the next thing that I want to share with you, I'm super excited about. Tell me, how many times have you as a teacher or your students have tried to make a display board, a photo panel, a poster board, a project, a gift, a award, anything, and try to cut out a tag, maybe cut out a perfect circle, and it comes out perfect? Not always. You take a protractor or pencil and a string and then do the hole and draw it out, and then you gotta cut it out. And you know, motor skills are not always the best with everybody or for everybody, so it makes it difficult to cut a perfect circle. So check this out. I got my cosmetology pages here. Okay, it's got a little hairspray and bows and blow dryer, scissors, brush, bobby pins. Really cute. I found this packet at Michael's one time, and I just love the art on it. And so look, it cut me a perfect circle. Now, how many projects could you as a cosmetology teacher think of that your students could actually use this tool to cut a perfect circle? It saves so much time, makes so much nicer and neater, and it's fun. All right, so let me show you. I had already opened it to play with it because I couldn't wait. All right, so this is again, it is the We Are Memory Keepers brand. I forgot the price of this one, but it is a circle, spin, and trim. So it has a little handle here, does not come off, and then the two blades are attached here at the top. You put your blade wherever you feel that you are going to be needing. Maybe I can put it down. You put the blade down and you twist so it locks it in. There's different sizes around, so you can see kind of what size you're going to do. You're going to open up this part, okay? There goes the blade. You're going to take your paper, whatever paper you're using, you're going to line it up. When you push down, the top part has little spikes, 4 little spikes that will clamp down so that your paper will not move. If your paper extends past this circle. If it doesn't extend past the circle, then you have to kind of tape it down so it doesn't move. Once you have your blade in there, then you can go ahead and you're going to swirl this around, and it's going to cut you the perfect circle. All right, the next thing that I got is a hole punch. This is a usually $25 hole punch. I got it for $10. And a lot of the times when it comes to teacher appreciation, we do little like spa giveaways where we make bath bombs or fizzy bombs, or we make hand and arm body scrubs or whatnot, different things that, you know, teachers, that we can give to the teachers, or if it's like Counselor's Day or Nurse's Day or whatnot. And so we always create tags. So students usually cut them out by hand, and those are not always as accurate. So this one here is a clear cut punch, and you can see here if it will, there we go. And so you can see here the two designs that it will cut out. So you take it, put your paper on the bottom, and then you give it a good punch, and it'll come out on the back side. So I really love this idea, just simply because it's a lot easier to make those tags for when we give gifts, when we make the scrubs and such. So really, really looking forward to using this. I know we're going to use it a lot. Students hate to sit there and cut a million things. The next thing that I got was normally $10. I got it for $5.99. This is a Tassel Maker. Now, I do have a video on the channel on how to make tassels, but this particular little machine is a lot easier to use and really fun to use. So I have not opened it yet, but this is something that we're definitely going to have in handy, especially when we're starting at the beginning, and I make the students do a little tassel to put into their calendar to help them stay organized. This is an extra little activity that they can do. It's not cosmetology related, but you can make it cosmetology related should a student want to add tassels to the hair design in any way or form. Then you have a machine available for them. Okay. The last two things that we have here, these are thickers, and so what I really like about these is when your student is creating a photo panel, or if they're doing the historian and they have the class memory book, I guess you can say. These come in handy. So this one is the squiggly lines, and this one is the, I believe it is a hexagon and a circle and oval. So what you do is you put the letters, let me get up close so you can see. You put the letters onto these little shapes here, and it's going to lay down the letters as best as the little, here's the other one. Love them. So you lay down your little letters over the little thicker, and then you push them down on top of your project, and then they're nice and evenly spaced out. Or if you have a swirl going on, they lay out very well. So I really love these. I had a friend that let me borrow one, and I really liked it because I was making this really big poster for class, and I kind of wanted the letters to go around a circle that I had, and it took me a long time to get it kind of like perfect and even, but with this thing, I just pop my letters on here, and then it just does it for me. It has a little measuring, so you can count how many squares in between each letter, and just for creating things, these are awesome. And so these normally are $10, and I got them for $4.99 at Tuesday morning. So awesome things to have laying around, especially if your students are doing projects against what we do Skills USA. So if it's something that they're creating for their project, for their board, things of the sort, it really helps out. So that's what I have for you guys today. I want to share with you all the cool new finds that I'm adding to my collection for my classroom. Lots of other things to come in store. They have not come in yet, and a few things on my list that I need to get, but I have not been able to go to the store, so I'll probably end up ordering them online. Once those items come in, I'll make another video, share with you guys what all I have adding to my collection. As always, thank you so much for tuning in. Thanks for watching. Thank you so much for being the amazing teacher that you are. I know that these times are difficult. Don't forget, you are awesome at what you do. This technology thing, virtual thing, is going to be a challenge for us, but don't forget, you as a teacher, to be creative, be fun. Yes, you're probably going to be stuck at home teaching maybe, or you won't have students in your classroom, or who knows how the situation is going to be. Don't make it more stressful than what it already is. And remember, the students, they're already getting their math and science and all of those other classes, the core classes that maybe are more reading and writing and that kind of learning. The creative part of learning, you definitely want to bring it in with cosmetology to keep them interested and intrigued to see what the next project or lesson is going to be. Don't overwhelm them. Not everybody's going to have these things at home, obviously, but if you are able to get into the classroom and you have some of these things, it's definitely awesome to be able to offer those things to your students. Don't forget to make it fun. Don't forget to let students have fun. It's not just about the theory or the book work. For cosmetology, they have to embrace the creative side of them, because the creativity for cosmetologists in our industry across the board is very important. So hopefully you guys are enjoying your summer. Happy 4th of July from our family to yours. I hope that you guys are staying safe out there, and that you are starting to plan for your semester, regardless of how it is, virtually, in class, face-to-face, or half and half, or in class for a month or a week and then virtual for the rest of the semester. Who knows? So just be prepared, be ready. Don't forget to get creative. Don't forget to allow your students to be creative and really shine and put a spotlight on all their creativity, and share that with all of us on social media, so we can also get ideas to see what you're doing in your classroom with your students. Thank you so much for tuning in. Don't forget to subscribe, and we'll see you guys on the next one.